Wildlife Wednesday this week is about escaping lockdown and enjoying a little normality. When I started Wildlife Wednesday in January of last year, 2020, could I, or anyone else for that matter, ever have imagined that the world would have gone through one of the blackest periods in history due to COVID-19? At that time, the pandemic had not even reached Ireland yet, and Wuhan, China, where it's thought to have started, was a place most of us had never even heard of. But now, here we are, almost in the middle of 2021, with more than 150 million people worldwide having contracted the disease and more than 3 million deaths. Here in Ireland, we're on the road to recovery. Having been through several lockdowns of different lengths and severity, it finally appears that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. As the rollout of vaccines is moving, it's moving ahead at what seems to be a reasonable pace. By the time this episode of Wildlife Wednesday goes live on YouTube, I'll have had my second jab. And hopefully, this will keep me protected for the foreseeable future. But since I had my first dose of the vaccine, I've been getting out and about a little bit and taking some pictures along the way. I've also had a couple of 9-hole trips to the golf course. This week, the restrictions have been eased even further and we'll be allowed to play 18 holes in 4 balls, unlike the 2-ball 9-hole limit for the first 2 weeks of golf's return. And what has golf got to do with wildlife?
Yeah, what's that all about?
You might well ask. Well, I've been considering mixing my love of golf and wildlife with an episode of Wildlife Wednesday for a while now. And I think I'll put a little more thought into that subject over the next couple of weeks and see what I come up with. Because if you think about it, golf courses by their nature are natural havens for animals. Ecosystems with many different types of trees for birds and plenty of cover for the likes of rabbits and hares, foxes and badgers, and so much more. In actual fact, there are a couple of courses I've played over the years, and when I return, I'm disappointed if I don't come across at least a couple of sika deer. So yes, I'll put a little more thought into this soon and see where it takes me. Meanwhile, back to the relaxation of the most recent lockdown rules and the feeling we're beginning to get back to something resembling normality. Not quite what it was before COVID-19, but we're getting there. What I've been doing over the last while is paying brief visits to my local parks and a couple of my favourite spots along the River Dodder. And for this week's slideshow, I've put together some of the photos taken from those visits, featuring many of the usual suspects. Some of them with young, others collecting food to feed their new arrivals, and some, like the foxes, just relaxing and watching the world go by. I hope you too can relax and enjoy the show. So here it is. Thanks again for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, I'd be grateful if you'd give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload new content. If you'd like to purchase a copy of my book From Sunrise to Sunset, you can follow the link below the video. Till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands and wear a mask where necessary while continuing to maintain social distancing. We're not out of the woods yet, but we're getting there. Take care, folks. Bye.